Hi everyone, I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm actually doing this cake talk from a hotel room because I am at VidCon. Yay! We are at VidCon, me, Connie, and Jocelyn. And yeah, the Wi-Fi in this room was giving me some trouble. So I am so sorry that I'm late. I've been trying to log in for the longest time. But I'm here now, and thanks for joining me. There's like already a list of questions waiting. I just want to start by saying that the cupcake early bird pricing is still on for 2 days. It's $29.99. I'm so excited. So many of you have signed up already. I'm really, really excited and nervous because it's live. And well, this is live, but still it's different. Yeah, so for the next 2 days, it's still $29.99 early bird pricing, and after that, it's going to return to the regular pricing of $39.99. So I really wish that everyone could join me. But thanks for being here. So let me start to answer some questions. This question is from Family Heinley. I hope I said that right. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I really love Superfruit. I actually came to VidCon hoping they'd be here so that I could scream and fangirl, but I don't think they're here. But I love ASAP Science, Greg and Mitch. I love Lily Singh, Superwoman. And to be honest, I'm still discovering so many YouTubers. There's just so many, and I'm probably going to learn about a million more at the convention. So I'm very excited to meet them and to watch their shows. Okay, let me get to some Instagram. Instagram questions are nuts. We can barely keep up. So this is from Avery H_rocks. How many people are on the How to Cake It team? There are 5 full-time people and 3 part-time people. So we are growing really rapidly and trying to keep up and just trying to do a lot of things that we're so excited about. So yes, it takes a team, it takes a village. Next question is from Sabine_14. At Camp Cake, will you be teaching us how to make the icing and fondant, or do we have to buy them? Okay, so you will be learning how to make icing. There's actually, if you sign up, there's a whole Camp Cake packing list of everything you need and what we will be doing. We will be making icing, but we will not be making fondant. I don't make fondant, and also I wanted to keep Camp Cake pretty simple. So I'm actually going to be baking with a hand mixer because I know a lot of you write and say you don't have stand mixers, which is why I'm not going to be making the buttercream with you. I'm going to make an icing with you, which you can do in a hand mixer. I'll teach you and walk you through making through batter in a hand mixer, but unfortunately you can't make fondant with a hand mixer. So yeah, we're not going to be making fondant, but the list and the fondant that you need is up on howtocakeit.com. So the next question, oh, Connie and Jocelyn are here. You guys can come in. This is Cake Talk. This is live. Okay, so I'm Cake Talking.
What's up, Cake Talk?
That's
Cake
Jocelyn.
Talk.
Jocelyn, you need to laugh. Let them know it's you. Okay, so next question is, what do you like about your career? That's from BabyMelly22 on Instagram. I like everything about it right now. I like that I still get to make cakes because that's my passion. I like that I get to share it with all of you, which is really amazing, and hear your responses. And I just sort of like the endless possibilities that YouTube is bringing. So it's really a lot of fun, but it's nothing I've ever experienced before. So it's full of a lot of anticipation and excitement and wonder, which is really, really great. So the next question is from Kaylee Bug _ Busby. Do you bake every day, or do you just bake for How to Cake It? Well, it pretty much ends up being the same thing because I bake every day for How to Cake It. I don't bake for clients anymore, but our shoot schedule is pretty intense, so I end up baking almost every day or preparing something to film. Yeah, I probably have like one day where I'm not baking and I really try to dedicate that whole day to my son. And this week is really special because I'm not baking at all because I'm at VidCon. Okay, this next question is from Shelby Surgeonor on Instagram. Is Camp Cake going to be a visual video chat with you and all of the other viewers or just you? Okay, so it's going to be done on Facebook Live. And so what that is a live stream baking event. So kind of like this, I'll be baking and talking. And while I'm baking, you can jot down your questions, ask me your questions. Jocelyn will be there. She'll read them to me. I can answer. So we can sort of work and chat at the exact same time, which is really, really cool because sometimes I think people have questions but don't necessarily think about them until they're watching me do something. So as we bake together, if you think of a very specific question about what we're doing, you can just ask it right there. The next question is from Denise Johnstone on Instagram. Are you planning to make your t-shirts available in the UK? Love your team, especially love yours and Jocelyn's banter. Thank you. We're always ready on Tuesdays at 4. Oh, it's at 4 in England to watch your next video with my children and nieces. My t-shirts are available in the UK. They are shipped worldwide. You just go to howtocake.com and choose the one you like, and then we ship it to you. And thank you for watching. So the next question is, oh, this is a good question. Actually, I've read this a few times. This is from Bernardo _Bentacor BetAnchor7. Sorry. How did you make the water on Yo's awesome shark cake? I made the water with clear piping gel. I bought a big bucket, and then I tinted it a little with just a bit of blue food coloring. Tinting piping gel is interesting because it just sort of gets brighter. So I added very little by little and colored it until I thought it looked like, well, water. It's a little brighter, but water, if you think about it, water's clear. It's only when it's all together in the ocean that it looks that sort of blue-greeny color. Okay, next question. How do you, oh, sorry, I read that. Okay. This is from Rosas _Lupe_1. What cake would you suggest that you have made on how to cake it that a kid or a teen can make? I really love to suggest the emoji cake. It's a great starter. I'm speaking clearly about like fondant cakes. All of my mega cakes are great cakes to try and bake, lots of different flavors and textures. If you're looking to do a fondant cake, then I really think that emoji is a great place to start. First of all, it's small. You only need one cake pan. It's short, so it's only one layer. And that makes it much easier to cover in fondant. So it's just a great starting place because the thing about fondant is you don't really learn how to use it until you use it. So you can get used to kneading it and rolling it and trying to cover a cake. And that's sort of how I started. I started by making smaller cakes and then worked my way up the more comfortable I felt. Next question. Oh, here we go. This is a good question, actually. This is from Monica Saney on Facebook. Do you recommend using dowels for the Waltermelon cake? Since it's higher than 6 inches, and you usually suggest using dowels in a cake higher than 6 inches. Thank you. Yes, I didn't use dowels in Walter simply because Walter is decorated from the inside out. So when I cut the cake, I wanted to see a nice slice of cake that looked like watermelon with the, uh-oh, I think some little kids are getting in trouble. They're on the road to Disneyland. I'll keep you updated. Yeah, because of that, I didn't want us to cut into the watermelon and then see wooden dowels. So in Walter's case, I left the dowels out, even though he is technically higher. And the other thing is the dowels and the boards are generally there for support so that it doesn't collapse. Walter didn't collapse. I've actually made him twice now. And the truth is, even if he starts to sink, because he's so consistently wide, he would just sort of sink down. so he wouldn't collapse the way a tiered cake or a novelty cake that had, parts jutting out or an uneven shape would. So I chose to leave the dowels out and thought he would be fine, and he was. And it just looks so much more realistic when you cut a whole slice. You can also alternatively make a smaller Walter, like a mini-me Walter. Just use a smaller bowl and smaller cake pans. They even sell, I don't know, but in Canada they do those little mini watermelons that are only this big, like the size of your head. Okay, this is from Alana Turbanos on Facebook. Hi, Yolanda. I would like to know, when I put the sprinkles on top of my white cupcake, it was cooled already. Thanks for the info. Then I put it in a cupcake tower and sealed it with clear wrap. And after a while, the cupcakes got soggy, and then the sprinkles spread with the color, and it looked wet. Yes. So basically, your cupcakes were sort of sweating inside the container. So even though they were completely cool, the temperature, the surrounding temperature isn't necessarily cool, and then technically they're trapped in that container. And yes, sprinkles do bleed. So if they get a little bit warm and the surface of your cupcake had some moisture developing, then that would sort of make the color bleed out of the sprinkles. So I'm so sorry to hear that, but I'm sure they still tasted amazing, which is what is really important. Okay, so here's another question. This is from Guinea682 on Twitter. What supplies are needed for camp cake? This is, there's a great packing list, which I mentioned earlier. It's at howtocakeit.com. You can just head to howtocakeit.com. We've written every single thing out for you, even the household items you'll need, like fridge, stove, hand mixer, things like that. And we've also provided, you might have a lot of these things, you might not, you might know where to find them locally, and you might not. So we've also provided links to all of the items in case you want to order them online if finding things like fondant is harder for you, or an offset spatula is harder for you to find wherever you're from. Speaking of offset spatulas, which I happen to have a deep affection for. I get a lot of questions about which one I use, especially the little one. We put together a really special package, and it has something to do with a popular saying we use on the channel. A lot of you have suggested we make a t-shirt of this saying, but we went ahead and made a really cool apron, and it's going to come with the very exact same offset spatula that I use. So I'm really excited about that. I did like a little photo shoot wearing the apron and holding the spatula. It was great. It was like, I felt like a model. I felt like a baking model. Okay, let me go back. Oh my gosh, I'm neglecting the people on the screen. Okay, let me go back. Okay. Oh, I have to go to VidCon. Okay, I'm just gonna answer one more question because I said I would. You know what I mean? Okay, this is from Creethy Rachel Varghese. Every time I bake cakes and when I try to layer them, they always crumble. Man! With an exclamation mark. Any tips? Yes, chilling your cake. I always chill my cakes because even when they're room temperature, they can still be crumbly depending on the texture of your cake. So if you just chill it for a bit and let that cake get nice and cold, it makes it so much easier to ice. And if you're carving it, it makes it even easier. I know some cake decorators even like to freeze their cakes and carve them. I guess if you live in a really hot climate, it just makes it, honestly, it's so worth it. Give it a try and let me know how it went on the next Cake Talk. And speaking of Cake Talk, I hope you like this hotel background. This is all I had to work with. It's not as bright as my kitchen, but it's pretty. I'm here in Anaheim, California at VidCon. I am so excited to get out there and see all the other YouTubers and meet some fans. And I'm actually doing a meet and greet this coming Saturday. It's at the Anaheim Convention Center, and I'm doing it with Elise from My Cupcake Addiction, which I am so excited about. I hope you're excited. If anyone lives in Cali or you're here at VidCon, please come and meet us. It's going to be at Registration C outside Hall D in the Plaza, and it's Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m. So I can't wait to meet all of you, and I have to go. I have to go out to VidCon with Connie and Jocelyn and see all these other YouTubers. It's going to be amazing. And I'm wearing a new t-shirt. Have a look. Well, it's a play on my old sweatshirt. I'm not a player. I just cake a lot. Yes, guys, I spoke. Jocelyn wasn't here at the beginning. I told you guys all about camp cake, and to head to howtocakeit.com to sign up to read the entire packing list for camp. I hope you guys are ready. Spatulas up, and I can't wait to bake with you. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me.